On today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we're going to dive into my experience so far and product review for the Basic Fun Arcade Classics WWE Wrestlefest Ultra Series 3/4 scale arcade cabinet. Well, if there's one person who's always been willing to take a silver bullet for his audience, I would have to say it's me. Over the past 6 years, I've bought dozens and dozens of home arcade machines, 3/4 scale arcade products, and reviewed them on this channel. So, of course, Basic Fun coming out with their new Arcade Classics Ultra Series, which are the same size as Arcade 1-Up Deluxe machines. I definitely wanted to check one out for you guys. And taking a peek here real quick, let's just dive into the controls since we've yet to assemble this thing. And you'll notice that we can confirm Arcade 1-Up looking encoder board, same Baolin type clone Arcade 1-Up buttons as well as joysticks. So nothing special to see here, no massive improvements versus the Arcade 1-Up line. Same exact stuff, feels the same, plays the same, looks the same, and all that kinds of stuff. One thing I did notice when I was unboxing is, man, this control panel looks really gray compared to the dark black control panel on the WrestleFest advertisements on the Amazon listing pages with Spreetail. But the unboxing and assembly continues. More on that later. Always interesting to see the classic WWF logo without the F on it. Here is our light up marquee, as well as our marquee itself, which we're going to have to get there installed. Inside the box of the monitor, you'll find all the hardware, just in case you happen to pick one of these up and you're wondering where the hardware is. Everything did come nicely packaged. I mean, there was no damage whatsoever on this machine. And taking a peek here, it is the exact same BOE monitor, the really nice BOE monitor and model number that a lot of us have used when it comes to keeping it with the arcade machines when we mod them and just using known compatible LCD HDMI converter boards. Taking a look at that PCB board. More on that to come here in just a few minutes. But taking a peek here, this is pretty much everything unboxed. Basic Fun did do a really good job packing this thing. Again, no damage whatsoever, but let's dive into the assembly. Now, ever since I started covering the Basic Fun upcoming 3/4 scale line of arcade products back in January when they leaked out at that toy fair, I've told everyone that the one machine that I was most interested in from them, the one title, was WWF Wrestlefest. I mean, this is a classic arcade game. I've been a wrestling fan for 39 years of my life, watch wrestling every week. So to see one of my favorite wrestling games starring a lot of the heroes from when I was a kid on it, I was super excited. But then, of course, we built this thing, got it all put together, and just disappointment after disappointment started coming in. And those disappointments included a washed out marquee. The people working at Basic Fun are coming from Arcade 1-Up and partnering with ThinkUp, and ThinkUp should know better by now. They know that we complain about these all the time, and they finally fixed them on Arcade 1-Up, but not here. Washed out marquees. Also, during the attract mode, whenever it plays the Royal Rumble portion of the attract mode, you'll notice when characters move to the right, they'll start glitching out. Also, during WrestleFest, you'll notice that there is a lot of screen tearing. All kinds of artifacts and ripples on the screen when you're playing the WrestleFest game itself. Now, I did not see that screen tearing in any of the other games. You're missing Macho Man Randy Savage, as well as Miss Elizabeth cameos from WWF Superstars, as well as Andre the Giant. And that was a huge blow because we knew Legion of Doom and Sergeant Slaughter wasn't going to be in this thing, but to find out that those guys were missing as well, and nobody told us before the orders went live, is atrocious. The artwork on the sides is all kind of washed out and gray looking. It doesn't look really black. They claim that they put some kind of coating over the control panel, but it rubs. I mean, look at these. This is rubbing. That's rubbing, and it's wearing away already. Chips and dings. This thing should have had a deck protector, and let's not forget, missing Legion of Doom as the final bosses in WrestleFest, as well as missing Sergeant Slaughter. Just so many disappointments. This arcade machine comes with 5 games: WrestleFest Superstars, Dodgeball, Dog-Fight, and the Big Pro Wrestling. User interface is nice when it shows you the controls that you need to use before each game. And of course, the monitor sounds really good, and the speakers are okay. I've heard louder from Arcade 1-Up type products, so but they're not terrible. The games included, such as like the Big Pro Wrestling, a lot of people are going to hate on this game, but this game actually has some unique mechanics to it that I found interesting. So there's only the 2 action buttons you play with, but you'll notice that if you win the grapple like I did just there, you'll see some pop-ups on the screen asking you, what attack do you want to do? So you got to win the grapple with your B button, and that way you can then select what move you're going to use, and then you hit the button, your A button, to execute it. So for instance, I chose throwing the guy into the rings and doing the drop kick. So it's got some unique mechanics to it. Is it completely horrible? Well, it's pretty ugly looking. If you don't know how to play it, you're probably just going to get your butt kicked by the computer and lose. Is it a great game? No, but if they're going to add a bunch of wrestling games on here, they could have added a few more just to kind of spice this up, because this isn't the greatest game in the world. And let's be honest, it kind of sucks. Another fluff game they added on here to add to the lineup is Acrobatic Dog-Fight, and this game is just absolutely terrible. I hate everything about this game. I have no fun playing it. I understand that probably due to the cost of licensing the WWF games, they probably couldn't add a whole bunch more games to this thing, but it would have been nice to get something better than the bottom of the barrel selection. Acrobatic Dog-Fight is just not for me. They added Super Dodgeball on here, and this is a game that a lot of people are going to remember and probably be interested in playing, because it's not absolutely horrible. Now, one thing I can confirm is, you'll notice right there I did the move, is apparently on the WWF Countercade, not the Ultra Series 3/4 scale cabinet that I'm looking at right now, you're supposed to hit the A and B buttons at the same time, lets your character jump. And what's really cool about that is you're then able to throw a power shot and hit the guy. As you can see right here, A and B works on this game. You're able to jump and throw. So that issue is not present in the Ultra Series version of the Basic Fun Wrestlefest. That apparently seems to be a bug with just the Countercade, and Basic Fun did release a software patch to fix that for people. So WWF Superstars and WWF Wrestlefest are the 2 headliner games on this arcade. Taking a peek here, not having my favorite character of all time, Macho Man or Randy Savage, is a travesty. This is just a tag team tournament game. That's all it is you pick your tag team and you play about 4 or 5 matches, and you're supposed to face the tag team champions, the Mega Bucks, which is the $1 Million Man and Ted DiBiase. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Andre the Giant. And what sucks, of course, is Andre the Giant's not included on this game, so they assign him a random partner. Last couple times I've played it, it's been the Honky Tonk Man, who I've had to face, along with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, for the championship at the end, which really, really sucks. But, I mean, without Andre there. Also, you'll notice I am running in this game, just like the other game, Dodgeball. You press A and B at the same time in order to run in this game, and guess what? It works on the Ultra Series. Again, on the Countercade series, there's people who are saying that the A and B run option does not work, as well as that table on the outside of the ring is missing. As you'll see, it's in the Ultra Series as well. We just went down there and picked it up to show you that. So you can run in this game. Again, this version does not have the some of the issues that the Countercade version does. And are these wrestling games fun to play still? Sure, I was having fun playing the games, but, you know, in between playing a match, you remember all the problems and all the characters and all the things missing, which makes it less fun. And then, of course, there's WrestleFest. Missing Sergeant Slaughter is one of the playable characters, and also missing the Legion of Doom as the bosses for when you play the Tag Team Championship mode. Just absolutely heartbreaking that those characters couldn't get added to this game due to whatever licensing reasons are out there. The gameplay itself, again, with the screen tearing and stuff, is distracting for me. Minus the screen tearing, everything else seems to be playing fine. But then again, also too, just like the other games, the A and B run option does work here as well. Again, that A and B combination thing seems to be just an issue with the Countercades. And Basic Fun did release on their website a firmware patch. So that was nice to see, so people who bought these can fix them with the software. But taking a peek here, I mean, this is overall so many disappointments with this machine, and this is the one I was most excited for from Basic Fun. Yes, guys, I have WrestleFest. I have a million ways to play WrestleFest, just like all of you. I have so many modded devices with pirated ROMs, just like all of you. Nice leg drop, by the way, where I can frickin' play Wrestlefest. I didn't need to buy this machine, but people buy them because they really like the designs, the artwork, and they want that theme of a game, right? It'd be really cool to play Wrestlefest on a Wrestlefest-themed arcade if the machine was done well. And it really, really wasn't done well here. So many missed opportunities, as well as opportunities for improvement with this machine, that it's very, very disappointing. Very disappointing overall. Even with the $100 off coupon, knocking this thing down to $500, I expected more basic fun from your very first arcade machine. You should have learned from Arcade 1-Up's mistakes, as well as the improvements Arcade 1-Up made along the way. But luckily, there are going to be several ways that we're going to make this machine so much better. And is it worth spending that money to do so? We'll find out. As always, guys, I appreciate it when you watch my content. Give me your comments, feedback, reactions below. If you're watching on mobile, scroll to the right and add some hype points. I'd greatly appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.